Brand new video. We're doing NBA plays here on Underdog Fantasy, game 1 of the NBA Finals, Boston Celtics versus the Golden State Warriors. Again, there is a link in the description below of this video to sign up for Underdog. They do match 100% of your first deposit. And Underdog has more than just pick 'em. They've got a ton of fun drafts. I mean, Thursday night hoops, first place gets where is this? $10,000. So there's a ton of different format plays that you can play here on Underdog. So again, link in the description below to sign up. I'm going to do a ton of best ball content on this channel on Underdog, a ton of just season long NFL plays, MLB, as well as NBA going into next season. But tonight we're doing NBA Pick'em. I'm going to give 4 plays in tonight's Boston Golden State game that I really like. Again, I'm not a gambling expert. These are just the plays that I am personally looking at making. But yeah, let's not waste any time, you guys. Let's just get right into it. So the first play that I like is going to be Andrew Wiggins and his 15.5 points. I'm taking the over here on this one. Andrew Wiggins, obviously, is going to play a ton of minutes in this game, facing Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, who's going to have to play a ton of defense on them. But 15.5, relatively, I think, a pretty fair line on Underdog. 18, 27, 16, and 19. So we hit this 4 times against Dallas. 4 out of 5 games against Dallas. Against Memphis, hit that every single time except for once. So 15.5, I think, is a very generous line here from Underdog. I'm taking the over on this. Also, I mean, we talked about this in the PrizePicks video for NBA, but these NBA playoffs, these patterns and these game rotations, they develop as the series goes on. So these game ones is really going to give us a good glimpse of what's to come with this series as far as just making these plays on these player props for the rest of the series. And I do expect this series to at least go 6 games. Hopefully, as NBA fans, we get at least 6 games. So Andrew Wiggins over 15.5 points is the first line that I like. The next one is going to be Stephen Curry, and we are taking the over here on his 6 assists. You can see here Steph Curry coming off 3 straight games of over 6 assists against Dallas, 11, 8, and 9. Previous series against Memphis had over 6-1 just twice. And then against Denver had over 6 assists twice as well. But on the season, averaging over 6 assists a game, I think at bare minimum this could be a push. I like to add at least 1 push to my lines every given night. Love the over here on Steph Curry's assists. I think he's going to have a terrific series. He's obviously hunting for that Finals MVP. So I expect him to get his teammates involved early for him to cook himself later in the game. So I like his over 6 assists here. The next play is going to be Marcus Smart, and we are looking at over 10 rebounds plus assists. I love the over here on Marcus Smart, 10 rebounds plus assists. So, I mean, he's had rebounds plus assists. He had 14, 7, 9, 11, and in this game he had 21. But he's going to play a ton of minutes. Obviously, him and I think Derek White are the 2 biggest X factors for the Celtics in this series because of the guard play of the Warriors, how strong their guard play is with Clay, Steph, and Jordan Poole. It's super important that Marcus Smart plays well if Boston wants to win this series. And, he's going to play a ton of defense on Steph Curry. He's going to play a ton of minutes. The only issue, like I talked about in the PrizePicks video with Marcus Smart, is his foul trouble. But I think if he stays out of foul trouble, clear over here, 10 rebounds plus assists. I think he's good for at least 4 or 5 assists, and I think he's good for at least 4 or 5 rebounds. So that will put us in that ballpark for Marcus Smart, 10 rebounds plus assists. And then the last play I like is going to be Al Horford and his fantasy score of 28.75. So just hit 29 fantasy points. And he actually hit this 2 times, right, in his Boston series, 2 of 3. But overall, Al Horford, he is also a big X factor for the Celtics, right? He's had a terrific playoff run. Just 35 years old, playing at such a high level. I think he's actually going to turn. He's going to turn 36 tomorrow. So the last day of being 35 tonight is Game 1 of the NBA Finals, and for his fantasy score, I love it for a few reasons. One, because he does get those peripheral stats of blocks, steals, assists as well. Good for at least 3 assists. And then his rebounding has been at such a high level. And I think he matches up well against Golden State, who don't have a ton of size besides Draymond and Kevon Looney. So I think Al Horford's going to play a ton of minutes. Going to create a lot of mismatch problems or matchup problems for the Warriors. Love is over here, 28.75 fantasy score over. So these 4 plays here are the plays I like in the NBA game tonight. Boston versus Golden State, game 1 of the NBA Finals. Again, there is a link in the description below to sign up for Underdog. Drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and as always, have a great day.